Alright, in today's lesson we were looking at using different formulas that we'll be seeing all throughout Algebra 1. The homework for tonight is Worksheet 2E. Okay, on the first section it says find the perimeter or circumference and area for each figure drawn below. So on numbers 1 and 2 we're given circles. On number 1 we have the diameter of the circle given to us here. Okay, so first of all, if we want to find the circumference, again, we can't find area or perimeter of a circle, we can only find circumference of a circle. So circumference is going to be pi times diameter. So pi we said we can represent as 3.14. Diameter is, in this case, is going to be 18. So when we multiply 3.14 times 18, we will get our circumference. 3.14 times 18 gives us 56.52. Okay, we've been stressing to use the appropriate units. And number 1, our units are centimeters, so our circumference is centimeters. A lot of students get confused as to what type of units we should have. Remember, if it's any type of distance, that means perimeter or circumference, it's just going to be centimeters or inches or feet or miles or whatever the unit given to you in the problem is. If we're given area, then it's going to be square units. If we're given, or if we're looking for volume, then we're going to have cubic units. Okay, same thing on number 1. First of all, we need to find circumference, then we need to find area. Area formula of a circle is pi times radius squared. The radius in number 1 is going to be half the diameter, so the radius is going to be 9 centimeters. So instead of r squared, we can write in 9 squared. So 3.14 times 9 squared. 9 squared is 81. So 81 times 3.14. 3.14 times 81 is 254.34. Our units are centimeters, so we're going to have square centimeters. That means 254.34 squares that are 1 centimeter wide and 1 centimeter tall would fit on the inside of that circle. So number 1, circumference and area. We'll skip over to number 3. On number 3 we're dealing with a rectangle. So we're going to find the perimeter of this rectangle and we're going to find the area of the rectangle. The perimeter formula of a rectangle that we've looked at is perimeter equals 2 times length plus width. Length and width on number 3 are 2.1 and 3.3. So I'm going to write in 2.1 plus 3.3 for the width and length. At this point, we just need to follow order of operations to simplify that expression. 2.1 plus 3.3 is going to give us 5.4. 5.4 times 2 is going to give us 10.8. Just like in number 1, our units are just going to be the units we see given to us in the problem when we're talking about perimeter or circumference. So 10.8 meters. We also could think about on number 3, instead of using the formula, if we were asked to find the perimeter, we can just add up the lengths of the sides. If this is a rectangle, then we know that if this is 3.3 meters, then the side across from it also has to be 3.3 meters. And if the left-hand side is 2.1 meters, then the right-hand side has to be 2.1 meters. Then if we add up all of the sides, 2.1 plus 3.3 plus 2.1 plus 3.3, we should get 10.8. For the area on number 3, area of a rectangle is length times width. Length and width again are going to be 2.1 and 3.3. So when we multiply 2.1 and 3.3, we get our area of 6.93, and our units are meters. Again, with area we're going to have square meters. That means that 6.93 squares that are 1 meter wide and 1 meter tall would fit on the inside of that rectangle. On numbers 4, 5, and 6, it says find the volume for each given below. Well, that's just for numbers 5 and 6. For number 4, we're finding the area again and perimeter. So let's skip over to 5 and 6. Number 4 is very similar to numbers 1 and 3. So looking at number 5, find the volume. Well, this is a cube. We know it's a cube because it's 3 centimeters wide, 3 centimeters deep, and 3 centimeters tall. So the volume of a cube is simply the length of a side to the third power. So 3 is the length of a side. 3 to the third power gives us 27. 27, and our units in this problem are centimeters. Since we're doing volume, it's cubic centimeters. That means that 27 cubes that are 1 centimeter wide, 1 centimeter deep, and 1 centimeter tall would fit inside of that shape.